Mm. Family, my apologies. This phone, I'm gonna have to correct it because this phone right here, it always want to stop and it wants to put me in break, like time for a break. I'm gonna have to figure out. I just got this phone, so I'm gonna figure out how to get that off, so that that won't keep happening. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Oh, fuck it. All right. So, anyways, I apologize for that because my thing just went blank. So we're gonna get back on it though. Yep, we're gonna get back on it. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get into the cards. Divine Universe, show me what your children need to know at this time. Question everything. Stop believing in all of this crazy shit. Question everything because you coming out from up under that control, that brainwashing mindset. You coming out from the system. The divine, you're not even supposed to be a part of the system. That's why you're here. That's why the divine got you on this channel. Because the divine is removing you from the system, from the brainwashing. And the divine feminine energy is sparking inside of you a new consciousness of truth, of balance. You can't have the feminine without the masculine. I don't know who told you that. I don't know where they got that line. But they have painted women or woman or the divine feminine in a light that is weak. She's a whore or she's a woman. She's a mother. They have labeled her. They've taken away her power and they made her to be subservient so that she can be quiet. So she can be quiet, remain quiet, so that order, dominance, and control can continue to happen. That is what this world is about. Conquer, dominate, control, don't question, do what I say, and we are suffering. Men are suffering. Hi, Savannah. Men are suffering deeply because men are told not to be able to be in touch with their emotions. So we got a lot of men around here that need to cry, release. But because they've been told how they're supposed to be, thank you, Savannah, how they're supposed to be, that they're supposed to be hard, this and that and this. Yeah, that's why we got all of these narcissistic men that don't know. They're even dating sucks. It suck eggs because people don't even know how to bond because they don't use the divine feminine. The divine feminine is considered weak to be in touch with your emotions, your bodies, your feelings. But listen, hi, Easton. If you don't listen to your body, say for instance, right now, your body has been aching a certain place in your body, and you not listening. You keep going to the pharmacy, and you buying all of these over-the-counter drugs to try to suppress what is your body saying. Now, is it your heart? Have your heart been giving you problems? Do we understand that we are energy? We are source energy. We come from the divine. We didn't come from hell. We're not sinners. We're not lost in space. We come from source energy. And with that being said, family, the divine put regeneration and restoration inside of you. Before anything ever hits your body, flesh, it hits your spirit first. So, for instance, say your heart has been broken and is aching because it feels misunderstood, because it feels abandoned, because whatever may be the feelings, family, we try to hide what we feel. But what happens is if you don't deal with that energy and you don't deal with those emotions, then you're going to see it manifest in the flesh. Then you will see it manifest in the flesh. Liver problems are manifested because a person have a lot of anger. Some people are very angry and it affects their liver. So this is what the divine feminine energy teaches. For us to get back in touch with our body, our feelings, okay? For us to get back into taking care of our health, exercising, not just walking, running, and doing the masculine stuff of lifting weights, but also going and getting in the gym, or not the gym. You don't have to be in the gym. You can find somewhere out in the sun or somewhere and do some yoga, do some stretching. Don't forget to do those. Those are the kind of energies because family, it's not just about yoga stretching. It's actually helping different parts of your body. It actually helps you receive downloads. Certain yoga positions actually help you receive downloads. These are mystical things that has been taken away from us, and all we know is the physical, all of religion, right? But the mystical parts on how to care for our bodies and our spirit has been taken away from us. Ancient mysteries and knowledge has been taken from us, family. All right, so let's get into it. Spirit, I'm ready. What message do you have for them? Thank you, please, and thank you. Ooh, okay. Now, who's been struggling? Who's been struggling? Okay, if you've been struggling and trying to make ends meet, or just struggling, period, pushing, working, harder, harder, harder. That's not the business. That's not the business. That's what they teach you because they want to drain you. They want to drain you of all your energy. They're trying to suck you up. Little Bleezy, you said you have been. They want to suck up all your energy and they want to drain you. They want to use you as a battery. That's what this system does. And when we're all used up, right? Then we look back over our life and we find out that all we done all our life was been used to be workers, right? We never follow our God-given destiny. We never got a chance to follow that divine spark inside of you, that creative nature. See, that's what the divine feminine energy is about. She is a creative spark. She is a manifester. She is the one that is speaking inside of you, that is showing you that vision of you doing certain things that you've been longing to do, right? That you are maybe afraid to step out to do it because the system has your mind telling you that this is the only way it can be done. You have to work like this, you have to do these things, right? And then after you work real hard, you get 2 or 3 or 4 jobs, and then you find out They give you more and more debt. They give you more and more debt. So have you ever noticed that the more harder you work, the more shit happens? Like you get a ticket, the washing machine breakdown. It's always something. You know why? Because this system is meant to keep you trapped and stuck in a rat race. It's meant to make you think that if you work hard, then you're gonna get ahead. No. What happens is that they're making you work hard for them and they're draining you. By the time you get home from work, that little spark that you have inside of you, that ideal of you traveling, or that ideal of you doing something that you love to do, that you came here to do because it comes easy to you, you can create it easily. Guess what happens? You never do it because you're tired, you're drained. That's why. And that's the whole trick of it, family. But Spirit is telling you, don't get caught up in the lies anymore. Because the truth is that Spirit is bringing new opportunities to you. But if you are so tied up in thinking the old way, listen, please. If you keep thinking the old way, limited ways, thinking that the only way resources can get to you or finances can get to you is through a job or through this or through that, you have to come back into the divine feminine energy, the divine spark, which says what you see inside of you, the imagination that you had as a child. Remember the imagination we had? Play. Being able to play. That same thing that you see, family, that is the seed. That is that is okay, what I'm trying to say, Spirit. That is the beginning. That is the beginning, family, of who you are and what you came to do. That's what I'm trying to say. You didn't come here to be a receptionist. You didn't come here to be a all of these different occupations that they give you to pick from the book when you go to college, right? No. Because some of the things that the divine is giving you is outside of any book that this world can give you. It's what's in you. So you are supposed to use your imagination and you're supposed to speak it and see it and work towards it. It's not just seeing it and speaking it. It's actually taking the steps to go towards it, even if it's little steps at a time. Even if it's little steps at a time. You may be tired after work, but if you can go and and dedicate yourself to your dream, you begin to see how the doors begin to open. The divine is going to transfer you. There's going to be a transference. When you begin to realize who you are and why you're here, the transference comes because you're going to begin to walk towards that way, towards your love, your passion, your creativity. The doors will start opening for you. Success is coming. That's why you have to stay optimistic. You cannot allow worry. You cannot allow the heaviness of this world and the problems to weigh you down. You got to stay optimistic because success is here for you. Happiness is here for you. What you want, what you desire is here. That's what Spirit is saying to you right now. A lot of us thinking that it's force. We got to force. You see the Shalom Master? It's about grace, family. It's about grace and movement and going with the flow, not pushing against it, moving with the flow. Just like the ocean currents, moving with the flow. For instance, if there's something right now in your life that's leaving your life, let it flow on. Don't try to hold on to it. We're moving with the flow. This is when you don't have to, some people think it's all about force, force, force. But sometimes, even when in an argument or a disagreement, people think it's about force. It's not about force, it's about wisdom. And sometimes the best answer you can give someone is nothing, quietness, silence, listening. Listening to the divine feminine energy, she will remove you from whatever situation or circumstance that is in danger to you. She will let you know intuitively when someone is not for you. She will let you know when something is headed your way, right? If you listen quietly, we're moving into the divine spark. That's how we get out of the matrix. We stop doing all of this talking. We stop telling everybody our plans. We stop forcing and fussing and worrying and getting more jobs to just add on more stress. And we start relaxing and resting. We go sit, we do shit that doesn't make sense to the world. The world teaches you to push harder, work harder, go harder. Divine wisdom teaches you to rest, be quiet, listen, go with the flow because you are no longer in control. It is the divine, once you awaken, that now takes over your life. And if we're not kicking and fighting or trying to lean on our own understanding or limiting ourselves or feeling like this is the only way this is going to happen, we have to move out of our own mindsets, family, and go with the flow. And sometimes spirit will tell you, today you're not going to work. Today, go to the park, find a tree, go sit up under the tree, take your shoes off, and just talk to me. Talk to the ancestors. And you may have 1,000 things that need to be done and 1,000 people that want your attention, and they're requiring it right now. So it don't make sense for you to go sit up under a tree and to be quiet. But those of us that know that when you sit up under the tree, wisdom comes. And when wisdom comes, your answer comes and your peace comes. And when you leave from up under that tree, there's a peace, a balancing, a knowledge, an understanding inside of you that you couldn't have gotten outside of you, or asking someone, or worrying, or doing the way that the world teaches you. Okay? So now, Spirit wants you to take the time. Like, this is the time for you. When's the last time that you laughed? When is the last time that you allowed joy? And when's the last time that you danced? All of that is a part of divine consciousness. All of that is a part of divine wisdom. Laughing, dancing, okay? Even when it comes to what do you call the dance when you just movement, when you just moving your body through the music, like high frequency music, you just moving your body. You're not trying to think about how you're moving your body. You're just allowing the music to flow through you. That is another way of releasing. That is another way of aligning yourself. Family, y'all can give all the scriptures that y'all want. I appreciate scriptures because I'm not against them. That doesn't bother me. I don't even understand why people do that. Like, you probably need them worse than often I do, okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't have to be here. And you giving scriptures and all of those things is not going to change the message that Spirit is still saying. So it may be even a reason why you're here, okay? Yeah, so I'm not offended by the scriptures, family. I read scriptures myself. And there are also things that are not true. Okay? So, anyways, that is why the seer is here. Who am I talking to? Because you're not looking through these eyes. You see through this eye. You see from the eyes of your heart. That's how you communicate with the divine. People that see through these eyes gonna constantly throw out scriptures. They don't even know what the damn scripture mean themselves. Because most of the time when people go to church, they just sit up under the pastor and they let the pastor direct everything concerning their life. They don't have a relationship with the divine. They have a relationship with the four walls and the pastor that's in the pulpit. Jesus never went into the church, like I said, except to tear that shit up. Most of the time, when you see Jesus, he was walking with the sinners, the wine dippers, the people that was told that was unclean. He was sitting in the fields teaching them. What was he teaching them? He definitely wasn't teaching them about throwing scriptures at people or condemning. I don't never remember that. But I do remember Jesus as being a healer. One that told you how to connect yourself to divine source. Yeah. He wasn't with the Pharisees and the Sadducees and all of them that was all about rules, regulations, and laws, and you must obey, and none of that shit. Mm-mm. He said that the Holy Spirit will come inside of you. That divine spark will come inside of you. And you and the divine is one. Spirit wants you to see beyond your current situation because what you see with these natural eyes is not the truth. Many lies and many illusions have been made to hide the truth. Many things have been buried from mankind to control mankind because it's about power. It's about order. That's why we got all of these secret societies. That's why you got people behind the scenes claiming that they're Christians and that they love God, but yet and still in the midnight hours they're sacrificing people. They got children. They got children trafficking children. They got organ trafficking. These are the same people that sit in these high societies that quote scriptures at you. Jesus is love. That's right. And that's what Jesus came to teach us is love. Okay? But do you see that? No, because they teach you how to be narcissistic. They teach you how to step on someone else to get ahead. They teach you how to hold grudges. That is why a lot of us can't heal. Because they know they teach you unforgiveness to keep you stuck so that they can attach demonic energies unto you. They open up portals so demonic energies can come through. Principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness in high places that rule the atmosphere wherever you living in. There's an entity that rules that domain. They want to keep you stuck. So they put people in your life to offend you, to insult you, to make you feel like you nobody, nothing, that you can never do what the divine is calling you to do, to have doubt in yourself, to cause you to be insecure. They throw frequencies in the atmosphere of fear. So every time you wake up, also you feel fear. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, or I'm not gonna have this fear of losing things. When really the divine don't want you to own nothing. Because the divine don't want you to be attached to nothing. Because when you attach to something, that's how they control you. When people feel like you're attached to them and codependent on them, that's how they control you. But when you learn to disattach, I don't even know if that's even a damn word. But when you learn, okay, to not be attached to people, right? And not be afraid to lose something, even if you got to walk away. Sometimes people so afraid to lose something, but family, when your freedom is. A lot of times, if you just let go of that one thing that you're holding on to so tight that you're afraid to let go, you'll find how free that you are. Spirit been trying to take it from you. You see? So what the world teach you is the opposite. They're gonna confuse you. Now, if you have a problem with anything that I'm saying, you do not gotta be here, baby. Go where you choose because this is a free will. You are sovereign. You got a chance to go wherever you can go to learn. But one thing what you're going to do is be forever learning because we are in an earth school. So you're going to be forever learning. So what you thought was real, you might come to a cycle where now everything is ending and everything that you thought was true has now become a lie. And spirit is stripping everything, stripping back all the illusions, the lies, the secrets, the things that people do in high places, and they say that they're for you and they're working for you and they're trying to, and when they're really for themselves and it's all about greed, and they're really doing all kinds of things behind the scene. And then you got the society where people they flash all of this money and jewelry and cars and all of these things before you. They say if you got a gift or talent, you can be a celebrity. And they have all of these celebrities flashing all of this stuff before you, bling bling, blang blang, all this other shit. And you don't even understand that behind the camera, that celebrity is a whole slave. That celebrity has signed a deal that put them in a position where they have to be a slave. They no longer have a personality. They no longer own themselves. And some of them getting so deep where they are sacrificing family members behind the scenes. Because some people sign their name in blood. This is life. This is what they hide. This is what they say is lies. Oh, anybody that talk like this is crazy. Okay, well then the whole motherfucking world is crazy because this is what they do. There are some entities, demonic, dark spirits, dead entities that require blood. That requires a life source. And people are going because they're tired of being in poverty, okay? And they're tired of working the 9 to 5s and they want an easy, quick, fast solutions. So some of them get into, especially if they have served in any kind of military, any kind of government, you know, type of thing like that, where these doors are open to them. These different places are open to them, lodges, all kinds of things. And so all they have to do is take an oath. Some of them don't even know what they're getting themselves into, but they take an oath and sell their soul. And then they find out later on they got to make sacrifices. And the very sacrifices that they're making is people that they have in their family. And some of them sacrifice people in their family and put out life insurance policies all at the same time and get wealthy. So you see Aunt Falani, all of a sudden Aunt Falani then had a heart attack. No, Aunt Falani didn't have a natural heart attack. Aunt Falani was put on an altar because somebody needed a sacrifice. It was close to Aunt Falani, and they knew, the spirits knew that, and that was the sacrifice. And now Aunt Falani has been sacrificed, and now all of a sudden, her beautiful nephew that she loves so greatly is now, they got a new job, a brand new house, whatever, $100,000, all of a sudden come up in this world. You thought everybody was in the rat race, working a 9 to 5? No. People that are enlightened knows how to manifest, and they either will manifest off your soul, off your blood, You know how much blood is crying up from the earth from people that has been sacrificed while we sitting around eating Burger King, and we're sitting going to work every day, and we're blind to what everything is going on because they hide it. They're building all kinds of things behind the scene. They're way ahead of time. We in 2026. They're way ahead. The elites have built things and created things and time machines and all kinds of things, family. CERN, the CERN machine. While we're sitting here, we're slaves. Spirit is telling you who I'm talking to. Look, I'm talking to my seers. See beyond the current situation. You think you're the only life force on this earth? You're not. You're not. They have celestial, terrestrial bodies walking around in earth suits. And if you are a seer and you got eyes to see, when they turn, you can see the glance. You see the eyes shift. You can see the energy. You can see the demonic energy on the person. That's what's ruling our country. That's what's ruling our country. Spirit want me to tell someone you need to take care of yourself. If you are in hermit mode right now, Spirit got you on a pause. Spirit wants you to take care of yourself. It's time to rest. It's time to eat more nutritious. It's time to tend to our bodies, tend to ourselves. It's time to check in. It's time to love ourselves. It's time. Stop allowing everyone to move you by what you see. Be still and observe. Be still and observe. Don't jump in with everything that you see. Don't be a part of the gossip. Don't be a part of the chaos. Pull your energy back. Be still and observe. All right. Spirit, is there anything else you want me to say? Thank you, Divine. Let me breathe. Yeah, you have eyes to see. We're my astral travelers. You've been traveling in the astral realm, and they don't want you traveling. They even would try to arrest you in the astral realm because they don't want you seeing the shit that they're doing behind the earth. They do not want you remote viewing because they too busy remote viewing on your life, light workers. They too busy trying to remote view. They know who you are. They can see you. They read your energy signature. They know who you are. So they want to go into your Akashic records. They want to know what you about to do, what the plans the divine got you, why you here on this earth, because they want to stop you. Because the divine feminine energy, the conscience, the divine spark is rising. And it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. That's why the system is failing. Because it's one-sided. It never was meant to be this way in the first place. The divine feminine and the divine masculine energy works together. They don't compete. Spirit, is there anything, any messages in this card? Thank you. Thank you. No, they don't compete. They lie. They got women walking around here being second best. They got women walking around here being subservient to devils, to a whole devil, a whole demon in their house. She didn't find out a whole narcissistic demon. I'm talking about light workers. They didn't told submit, and you must do this to a whole demon, right? Don't take care of the family, abusive, right? Play mind games, mind control, right? Spread their seed all the way across the country. Hold on, family. Yes, we got. They got us being submissive. They got us being submissive according to religion to a bunch of narcissistic, hungry, domineering, do as I say, abusive ass leaders, corrupt leaders, corrupt head of households, all that shit. And they trying to teach that to our children. They trying to teach that shit to our children. They don't want you to be the parents. They're telling you what to teach your children, right? And if you don't teach them what they want you to teach them, they're gonna take them. Start acting different. Start acting like you trying to leave outside the matrix and leave outside the box and see what happens. They're gonna start causing all kinds of corruption and interruptions in your life to keep you so stressed out that you ain't got time to listen to nothing else that the spirit is telling you. We came here to evolve. We came here to remember who we are, family. After we came through the womb, and we've forgotten who we were, we're here to rise up and evolve, to remember once again why we're here and to do what Spirit is calling us to do. So, this is the message, and then I'm outie. Okay? All right, Spirit, want me to tell you, maybe you're dealing with someone in your life right now, or there's something in your life right now that it's just like you're going through a cycle over and over and over and over again with the same shit. Okay? It's not changing. Maybe it's a person telling you they're going to change, give them one more chance, and they in your way. They in your way. All right? They just in the way, family. And the divine gonna move these people, okay? Because they playing. They don't want to evolve. These are the people that's just draining you, okay? Spirit said it's always the same shit. They don't want to change. All right? All right. Spirit don't have time for that. So that's why Spirit is saying who you are, whoever I'm talking to. You are a powerful person. Divine has given you knowledge. Divine has given you wisdom on certain things. The divine has given you a key. You are different, you are unique, and you are rare. And because of that, whoever I'm talking to, Spirit said you're going to be speaking before leaders and you're going to persuade them. You know why? Because them leaders don't know shit. They are into the wisdom of man. And that is why the system is failing. And that is why they're being revealed. And that is why they're going to lose everything that they got because they built this system, they built this society off of lies and illusions. And one sided, they kicked the divinity out and they made Jesus a religion. They made Christianity a religion. And religion is made to keep you blind from true spirituality and truth. So someone is going to be revealing truth, and someone has got the boldness to speak up. And that's why the divine is going to use you before leaders, and you're going to persuade them. Spirit is telling me to tell someone to let love unite your family because this system came to divide our families. They take the man out of the household of the woman, right? They take the children out. They didn't divide it the whole home, right? They didn't took an order of the woman. She got to work so hard, right? She got to do all of these different things, and she's under these different stipulations. Even if she have a child, she can't even nurture the child, right? And then the children, they separate them from the parents. In some schools, you can't even go to the classroom. They won't let you go as far as to the office. You don't even know what's going on in the classroom, what they teaching your child, because they're preparing them. Some of us is homeschooling our children. The divine want love to unite our families. They teach you how to be divided. They teach you how to be angry. They teach you unforgiveness. What I say to keep you stuck. Because if you stay stuck in this kind of energy, family, you're not going to evolve. You can't evolve, right? Because we come here to learn. Like, even if we've been betrayed or hurt by someone, it's not for you to stay stuck in that anger, but it's to understand why you allowed this person in. It's to understand the purpose of the whole matter and to learn the lesson. And once you learn the lesson, you forgive yourself in love and release the person. Doesn't mean they have to come back into your life anymore, right? But one thing divine wants is for love to unite our families again. Okay? Spirit said you may have somebody right now that is in your life. Remember, I was telling you grace being graceful. Everything is not about an argument. You ain't got no point to prove. Sometimes people want us to continue to keep explaining ourselves. Explaining. No, hell no. Because people really don't want to listen to what you got to say. They just want you to talk so they can argue and talk over you. They just want to drain you of your energy. They just want to be a whole distraction to what you have going on. And Spirit want me to tell you, they just want attention. All right? This matrix just want attention. Right? That's why it keeps fucking with you. Ignore them. Ignore them and continue to move further into yourself. It's not selfish. It's not selfish to discover your truth and who you are. Don't keep going on and on and on and on and on with this world and in this system, not understanding. Take the time to pull back and stop and question shit and ask, what is this all about? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Do I have any desire or passion doing it? Right? Spirit told me to tell you, don't work hard. The universe is guiding your life. Look at there. What I say. Don't work hard. See, didn't I tell you to tell you work hard? Work hard and drain yourself. Work hard, hard, hard. Run, chase after that person. Bring them back in your life. Love is hard. You got to go after the person you love. You got to chase. No, you don't. What you got to do is love yourself completely, totally, and understand that you are lovable. And understand that love is not about chasing. Ooh, I got to get this card, y'all. Okay, love is not about chasing, family. Love is not about chasing. Because when you love someone, hold on, family, 1 second. Here I go again. 1 second, please. When you love someone, you ain't gotta chase them. Or when they love you, you don't have to chase them because they're gonna be there for you. If someone fumbled you, they never was there for you. They never there love you. It's simple. They make it hard. They make it hard, family. They want you to feel like chasing is the way of life, and it's not. Because the more you chase after something, the further it's going to go away from you, just like these cars flying everywhere. You don't got to chase. It's going to flow. It's flow. It's getting into the flow. It's getting into the flow. You know what that means? Alignment. That's it. Just align in your purpose and watch everything open up, flow into your life. Money come to you, doors open, the right people that's going to support you come to you. And the ones that don't belong there, the door closed. That's alignment. Everything is done for you. Look, Spirit told me to tell someone your family is going to be provided for. Your family will be provided for. Okay, now, I don't know who this is for. I don't know whether or not someone's got a court case situation going on. This may not be for everyone, but the Spirit told me to tell you that you got a court. The court's going to reimburse you. So you have a check coming. That's for somebody. All right. Okay. No more wind blowing. No more cars. I don't feel like chasing. No more cars. Yes. 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 The court is gonna reimburse you. Oh. Woo. What's going on here? Spirit told me to tell you everyone involved is gonna pay. If somebody's touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. So if somebody did something to you, offended you, stole from you, lied, whatever, Spirit say everyone involved is gonna pay. Um, okay. Somebody made a bad choice. Somebody might have made a bad choice. And that's what I'm telling you, family. People are looking for the divine. And you got so much false, you got so many false occults and different things that some people get caught up in the wrong thing. But that's because some people be chasing the wrong thing. That's power, money, and all of these different things, right? And then they find themselves in a trap. Somebody right now might be a part of, then pull themselves, then got a hold, then got themselves involved with the wrong people. They might be in some type of coven, okay? They're crying out to the divine right now. They're praying because they're asking the divine to save them from this coven. Somebody might have taken some oaths, right? And now they feel stuck. So they saying here, the spirit is saying that somebody's praying and crying out. The divine want me to let you know that what's going on in your life is going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out in your favor. You have a new chapter. You have a new chapter. It's a new chapter, okay? And don't worry about that old lover. Don't worry about that sorry individual because that was your lesson. That the sun in my eyes, family. That was your lesson. That person was your lesson. Now you know. Now you know what to do, what not to do, who to love, how to love. Don't let them move in fast on you. You know how some people you just meet, they want to move in fast. They want to already tell you they love you after a week, and then by the, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to get in there fast because they're users, they're narcissistic people that just want what you have. Okay, but Spirit told me to tell someone that you got a new lover that's going to be sent by the divine. This is a divine partner, but this is after the healing comes. This is after you do your work. This is after you balance yourself. This is after the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy is become balanced inside of you. hmm All right. The divine told me to tell you that the divine said, okay, let me get it right. The spirit said, the Almighty said that spirit takes care of you. Okay. If you've been worrying, all right, and you've been worrying about your monetary needs, your finances, or certain things that you need right now, come out of worrying. That's what the world taught us to do. That's the first thing the world teaches to do, is to be afraid and to worry and to stress out over what we consider lack, because they want to keep you in a mind of scarcity. But spirit don't want you to be in the mind of scarcity. So spirit is telling me to tell you that you will always be taken care of. You will never lack. Okay? All right. Mm. My lips are dry. Hold on. Ashe, you see the ancestors behind me, family? I don't know whether you can see them. They came in, popped in. I have a connection with the birds. And understand if you have also, you might be having a connection with the birds. And the birds are spiritual messengers, family. And it depends on what bird that comes into your that comes to you. There's a message. Right now, we have a brown bird and we have a raven. I'm not really sure about the raven. I mean the brown bird, but I do know the messenger, the energy of the raven. The raven is spiritual messengers. Okay, so sometimes they come from the spiritual realm to send you the message, or just to give you comfort, or even when it's a family member that is being taken. So you may, I don't know, I said that to tell someone that maybe you need to recognize the different animals that come around you or the different birds and look it up. You can also research them, the spiritual meaning of the cardinal, okay, the spiritual meaning of the blue jay. And then you'll find the answer of why that bird showed up, okay? Spirit saying that, okay, sometimes family, we gotta let people go so that they can learn their lessons. We be trying our best to try to help people, but family, you're not here to do people's work. You're not here to fix no one. You're here to glow. You're here to follow. You can't hold yourself back for somebody else. You can't feel guilty because somebody else is not evolving and you want to hold yourself back. Okay? Spirit said you can't be responsible for somebody else's sins or somebody else or what they're not doing. You can't be responsible and you're not. Like some of us, some people, some narcissists will attach themselves to you and make you be responsible for why they're not growing. And then you feel responsible to stay there and to keep on taking care of them and keep pushing them and keep filling out their job applications and keep taking them while they sitting there losing one job after the other and they don't never get on their feet to do nothing because they're never going to. You know why? Because Spirit says somebody else is being judged. So ooh, I don't know who that is. Spirit said that you're not responsible for this person's sins. Somebody might be getting their ass whipped by the Spirit right now. They're being judged. They're being judged because they don't want to evolve, because they don't want to get out of your way. Somebody might even be trying to keep you blocked. So Spirit is judging this person. All right. Something about a long distance relationship might be something that you may resonate. A long distance relationship. Oh, this might be a long distance relationship. Well, anyways, this is your last message. Spirit said to block them. Block them and nurture yourself. I don't know if you can see that or not. Blocked it. It looks like it's backwards. Spirit told me to tell you whoever that person that's causing all of these disturbances in your life, Spirit wants you to block them and to nurture yourself. All right. Nurturing yourself means stepping into the divine feminine energy. So go get you a massage, go get you a facial, go get your nails done, right? Go do some Pilates, some yoga, some Tai Chi. Learn something different. Go be a researcher. Go to the library, read a book. Go take up a dance class. Go to pottery class, right? Go use your your creative spark inside of you. That's where you're gonna find your truth. When you start minding your own business, when you stop worrying about what this world is talking about and all of these chaotic stuff that's going on in the world, and you listen to the small voice inside of your own soul, you'll find the truth then. Okay, family, that is the message. Hi, my friend. Hi, guys. Okay, that's the message, family. I pray, that this message will go out to reach someone wherever you may be all over the world. Let it reach you. Let it bring some understanding. Let it lift you. Okay? And until we meet again, bye, little Bleezy. Peace.